If Mr. Mayor has taught me anything these past 4 years, it's that a great speech should always start out with an awful one-liner. So I was going to tell you this joke about pizza, but I figured it would be way too cheesy. That's it. Have a great night.
That was yours.
First off, I'd like to note that I don't consider myself a very emotional person. Any of you that truly know me know that I am more of an emotional rock, a loner who tends to live life on the edge. For example, last night I went to bed at 8:30, almost a whole hour and a half after the bedtime that my parents had set for me. However, just like every other rebel, from time to time I do enjoy the occasional emotional release. Whether it's long walks on the beach, maybe gardening with fresh herbs, or reruns of The Bachelor. So with that in mind, I'm going to get the emotional part out of the way first. I'd just like to start off by saying that it has been an absolute honor to serve as your class president this past year. I truly feel like I can sit down with any one of you and have a conversation or laugh about some memory that we've shared over the past 4 years. After roughly 720 days of school here at Chatard, our class has become one unified group. 5 fingers that have gradually formed into one fist. I mean it sincerely when I say that each and every one of you classmates is a friend and will leave a permanent engraving on my heart. For many of us, Bishop Chatard has been home for a very long time. Seeing brothers and sisters sit in this very room, dressed in these very clothes. Still for others, Chatard has been home for only the past 4 years, but will remain home for life. I'd like to take you back now to August of 2011, freshman year. If you try hard enough, you can almost smell the awkward in the air. Coming in as freshmen is very much like a middle school instant messaging conversation. What's up? Nothing much. You got any friends? Nah. You want to be best friends? Yeah. So who do you like? LOL. Soon enough, however, came freshman homecoming. Our first dance with our first states. I'm looking at you, Marie Joseph. Hey-o! Then our first lunches. Buff chick sandwiches, mashed nug day, and cookies. Our first smell of Friday night football games. The excitement in the air, and our first roar of the Trozo. Our first play or musical, the hectic week leading up to it, the heat of the lights, and finally our first rush of applause. Our first retreat together, the peacefulness and the bonds created there. Our first talent show and our first walkathon. And the first and hopefully our last time seeing senior football players in dresses. Notice how I say our. All of these experiences were ones that we shared together, as a class, as a family, and as a school. They brought us together, and in the end, eventually, brought us here to this gym as seniors in 2015. We are solidified, we are unified, and we look pretty good too, if I do say so myself. Now as seniors, we've experienced it all. We've pushed through weeks of finals. We've all attempted to move through the oblivious freshman hallway during the day. And we've all heard some of those memorable sounds around Chatard. Whether it's Coach L coming over the announcement saying, in approximately 35 seconds, we'll be having our monthly fire drill in approximately 35 seconds.
Oh, that was spot on. That was spot on.
Or maybe hearing Mr. Riley in the hallway, so delicately telling you to, hey, take that sweatshirt off. Shave that beard. Go Wildcats. It wasn't always easy, however. High school did bring its struggles. Balancing grades, sports, social lives or jobs, college applications, and making lifelong decisions, and losing loved ones and friends. Through these hardships, though, one word keeps rattling around through my mind: unity. The times when our class finally fused together as one. The Noblesville homecoming football game this year. American theme. A cloud of red, white, and blue powder. Unity. The living rosary. Seeing God's visible presence within our class. Unity. Prayers for the Irish. Unity. I can remember at our freshman orientation, Okena Aruche, a senior at the time, told us something that I still remember today. He said that there will only ever be one Bishop Chatard class of 2015. Only one. We are it. No one else, for as long as this school stands, will be able to hold that title. From the moment that we walk through those double doors, and for the rest of our lives, we will be the class of 2015. And at the conclusion of 4 years of dances, lunches, sporting events, talent shows, and walkathons, we can write the final pages for the class of 2015. The pages of a book that will never truly close. I'd like to thank my parents, and all the parents here tonight, for always supporting us and allowing us to get to this point. The sacrifice that it takes to receive a Catholic education is one that should never be taken for granted. I'd also like to thank all the teachers who got us to this point, in showing us that hard work can take you above and beyond your potential. Specifically, I'd like to thank Mr. Mayer for taking me under his wing these past 4 years. Mr. Mayer, the lessons that you've taught me are ones that go beyond the classroom and beyond the comedy sports field. You always say that there are two ways that a person can go down a hill. On one hand, a person can safely sidestep down the hill, cautiously taking every step, afraid of falling down. Now, even if that person does make it down the hill, there will be nothing impressive about it, and everyone watching will be bored. But on the other hand, a person can run down the hill as fast as they can. In this case, one of two things can happen. The person can make it down incredibly unharmed, or, probably what most of us would like to see, the person will completely wipe out, tumbling down the hill in an explosion of awkwardness and stupidity. However, because that person chose to run down the hill, both of these situations are equally impressive and entertaining to watch. Mr. Mayer, thank you for showing me that I can overcome any challenge, including extensive hair loss, and know that I will always run down that hill. Without you, there's no way I'd be up here today. It is now time for the official turning of the tassel. So the whole class can stand up. This symbolizes our transition from young, awkward high school students to young, awkward adults. I believe a wise philosopher of our generation once said, "We've started from the bottom, but now we are here." So, on the count of 3, everyone move your tassel from right to left, and we will officially become the Bishop Chatard class of 2015. 1, 2, 3. In conclusion, and as we head into the next phase of our lives, remember those words of Mr. Riley. Get to class! Hey, you can't tell us that anymore. Woo! But I guess in this case you would say, get on with the rest of your lives! Go Wildcats! Once again, it has been an honor to serve as your class president, and an even greater honor to be part of the class of 2015. Thank you.